E46 BMW M3 CSL, possibly one of the most sought after M cars of all time. Now, we're quite often asked if we can source CSL alloy wheels for BMW M3 owners, and you can see why. They look fantastic, they fill the arches, and as you've seen on the recent video we made on the black E46 M3, they really do set the car off very nicely. Now, it's not been until recently that customers have started to ask us to find and source carbon CSL airboxes. Now, finding a genuine one these days is damn near impossible. They are just too expensive and they're so rare. But luckily, a company called Karbonius has stepped up and has started manufacturing very high quality, very, very original looking carbon airboxes. They look incredible and they sound amazing. And we thought you might enjoy seeing how one of those is fitted. So let's get started. As you can see, the M3 we're working on here already has an aftermarket K&N air filter fitted to the standard airbox. So our first job is to start removing that. As with all modern cars, there's a lot of plastic to remove before we can get access to the parts we need. The K&N air filter has an airflow meter on the side. We can remove this as the CSL carbon airbox doesn't use this part. These clips securing the airbox are particularly difficult to get to. You can see the oil level dipstick sits very close to the standard airbox. We'll need to relocate this before we fit the carbon airbox by pulling it over to the near side of the engine bay and securing it with a bracket. Now that the standard airbox is out, we can start swapping over the rubber hoses and cotton rail mounts to the new airbox. We'll use new clips when securing it back into the engine bay. The carbon airbox is larger than the standard airbox, so we had to take care not to scratch it when getting it in place. The brackets underneath the airbox can also be a bit of a pain to get to. Karbonius supplies an air filter in the kit, which just pushes into place. top breather hose will also need to be replaced, as the standard hose is the wrong shape for the new airbox. Part of the install we didn't film is the CSL air mass delete. This requires us to make a new wiring loom for a CSL air temperature sensor and tee into the old wiring that goes to the airflow meter for the intake temperature sensor. After this, the car needed to be remapped for CSL air mass delete. And of course, the most important stage of this installation, putting on the sticker. And there we have it, a CSL carbon airbox upgrade for the E46 M3. We had the bright idea to put a microphone in the airbox and do a road test so you can hear just how it sounds. Let's see if it worked. It didn't. And with that, let's cut to some old footage of Barney to see us out. Thanks for watching.
So I don't know how it's going to translate, but I hope that gives you a little taste of that wonderful exhaust note and that absolutely awesome induction noise from that carbon airbox under the bonnet.